Welcome to Money in the Air, the music podcast about neighboring rights, the royalties you earn from the public performance of your recordings and the business of music in general. Brought to you by IFR, the International Association for Artists and Rights Holders.
I'm Andrew, co-founder and chief royalty officer of Royalty.
Hi, I'm Gina Deacon. I work for Absolute Rights Management and I work with record labels and artists to ensure we claim the royalty income due to them.
I'm Stacey Haber and I'm from Inside Baseball Music Publishing.
Hi, I'm Tanya Oliveira. I work for Transparent Entertainment Group. I handle registrations and repertoires for performers and rights holders around the world.
Hey, welcome back to Money in the Air, the Neighboring Rights podcast brought to you by IFR, the National Association for Artists and Rights Holders. Andrew, Gina, and I are here today, and we're going to talk to you about tax forms, specifically U.S. tax forms. Andrew, how many are there, and how do you know which one to fill out?
So there are three distinct tax forms. The first of which is going to be the classic W-9. So the W-9 is going to cover U.S. individuals, U.S. entities, U.S. businesses, means that you have a social security number or you have a EIN number for your business. And that is for individuals, entities that are here in the U.S. Now, the other two forms, W-8BEN and W-8BENE, are the two that are separated. W-8BEN is for individuals and W-8BENE is for the entities.
Ah, right. And is EIN, that number you mentioned, is that an employer identification number given out to U.S. companies?
That's correct.
The W-8s are for non-U.S. citizens. The W-9s are for anything centered in America or registered for tax purposes in America. Tell us, please, which fields we do need to complete.
So if I kick off with the W-8 then, which is for the performers not residing in the US. So you'll either get this form, as I say, it generally tends to come from PPL if you've got a worldwide mandate with them. If it's your first time in filling out the form, you've got quite a few fields to complete. If it's a repeat form, and these forms only last 3 years, you've got to be aware of that. So you do have to continuously fill them out. And I suggest you do fill them out, because if you don't fill them out, then you will lose 30% of the income you would have collected in tax. It is
30% is a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah, a lot. So it's worthwhile listening, taking note, putting 5 minutes aside, because that is really all it takes, and filling it out. So if you've got your W-8 Ben in front of you, you're looking at part one. Under part one, you've got number one. All they want is your name here. That's it. So fill out your name. Part two, country of citizenship. If it's the UK, for example, do not write the initials UK. They will reject that. You have to write the word United Kingdom. So whatever you're putting in that box, do not abbreviate to initials. Write the whole word. Number three, your address. Break it down. You've got a couple of lines. They'll want line, city, town, postcode, country. Number six, which is your tax identification number, which hopefully you've got a national insurance number or off a payslip or something. Just pop your number in there. Number eight is the next one, your date of birth. Again, make sure that you lay it out how they want it. They don't want date, month, year. What they do want, though, is month, day, year. Okay.
I'm sorry about everybody who's international, but that's the way that we do dates here in the US.
Yeah. Whereas we don't tend to do that over here. So you've got to make sure that you get it around the right way again. So that's part one done. Part two, you're looking at number 9. They just want to literally, again, have confirmation of where you are resident. If it's United Kingdom, again, UK won't do. It's got to be United Kingdom. Then you are done. You have to sign it. You have to date it. You are good to go. It is as simple as that. And if you've filled out a form before and PPL have it on your records, then the chances are they'll send you a digital copy. All you have to do is sign it and return it. That takes about 10, 15 seconds, as long as it takes you to click a box and press send again. So please don't hold off filling it out. Don't delay. Do it now. You could be saving yourself 30% on whatever you're going to collect.
And what about the W-9, Andrew?
The W-9 is very straightforward. Again, the couple caveats here, you got to put in your name, the business entity first, and then you got to select whether you are a person, a U.S. individual, or / single member LLC, which means that you are accounting essentially to your social security number. Otherwise, there are a couple other boxes that you could check depending on what business entity that you've set up for business, if it's a partnership, if it's any of the other boxes. Put in your address, put in either your social security number or your EIN number for your business, and then sign, date it. Make sure that you're signing and submitting the most recent W-9. Every couple of years, the IRS here in the States, they revise the W-9. So make sure that, and generally, whatever you're downloading from the company, whether it's SoundExchange, any of the music companies really that you are supposed to submit your W-9s for, they should have the most up-to-date W-9s for you to fill out. Sign it, date it, submit it, and maybe once every couple of years, if there's a need to do so, they'll request another one from you. It's not like with the W-8BENs where if you don't submit one, then they're going to assume that the 30% for tax withholdings should be applied. And the whole reason behind this whole schema is the treaties between the US and other countries. Royalties is a part of the treaties between other countries. So if you fill it out, then we don't withhold 30% at SoundExchange. However, with the W-9s, it's a little bit different because most companies won't even pay you if you have not submitted your tax information. All of the money that you have been earning at SoundExchange, at any of the music companies, they will not pay you unless they have your tax information on file and a signed W-9 for them to reference, because they need that when they report to the IRS at the end of the year.
Thank you very much, guys. That was really simple and straightforward. It is much appreciated. And thank you guys for listening. And remember, if you're already not a member, go to www.iafar.co.uk and become a member. Take care.